Hey, this is Al from Transformational Gaming. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you coming to the channel. Today I want to give my second thoughts on Sony increasing the price of the PS5. I've done many versions of this, so hopefully this will be the last. Every time I lay something down, I see some more stuff that kind of outrages me, and and I said, man, I gotta add this. And then I'm like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and make another video. So here it goes. Anyway, today I want to talk to you guys about Sony increasing the price of the PS5. And man, I just think the blowback is kind of outrageous. I just think that people just need to calm down, drink some tea, do something. Because I just think this is just going way too far and criticizing Sony about the PS5. And Sony and the rest of these companies are the same as you and I. Alright? As your assets or your wealth grows or whatnot, your bills grow with it. And so if you cannot afford things like an increase in APR, okay, of credit that you got, you're gonna do things like get another job, or wherever you at, you're going to ask for a raise. And that's the same thing Sony is asking for. Sony is trying to adjust to the markets out here. Now, the exchange rate has changed. US is now the dominant dollar. Look, I'm not giving Sony a bunch of excuses, okay? I'm saying that this is a capitalistic society. At some point, man, you got to let these manufacturers be manufacturers, and trust that if it costs a certain amount to produce units, then why don't you do something called, like, believe them that it costs more for them to produce games and produce the PlayStation 5? I just don't understand. The PlayStation is not even increasing as much as something like the Oculus. The PlayStation is only increasing 5%. I think the increase in UK is like $30. So I think the most that the PlayStation has increased in price is like $50, but it varies from currency to currency. So for example, if you're in Europe, the price increase is going to be $30. Everywhere else is going to be 50, whatever your currency. What I'm saying is that the increases are like minuscule. And so I'm not understanding where all the shock and the vitriol, man, is just crazy, man. And the increase is not that much. It really isn't. And let's be honest, anybody who has a PS5, you can rest assured that your PS5 has appreciated. Now, where do they do that at? When you can buy something and it like appreciates outside of a stock or asset. This is a video game unit. Console, this is a computer unit. Where are you going to find when you buy a computer or you buy something and it actually appreciates? So I don't really understand all the vitriol. The price hasn't increased here in the US. It's just the exchange rates has changed. And so they're adjusting, and they're still losing money on the exchange rate. They just not trying to lose as much. You know? The Series X is appreciated. The chips that are in those units are extremely difficult to make. And from what I'm hearing, it's not just them making yields that is the problem within the chip arena, but also I'm hearing that the brokers are kind of a stepping stone as well to get to these chips, because they set the price. And just like any broker, they want to get paid for their services. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But when I hear people like Phil Spencer having a comment, you should not have a comment at all about anything. Like, you have single-handedly torpedoed the Xbox brand. You have destroyed, Phil Spencer, you have destroyed everything Xbox was supposed to be. Xbox was a brand where you can go at least get a Halo a year, get some exclusives for Xbox. I remember in 2005, man, y'all had all the exclusives. And then you take over in 13, and the Xbox has been last. DFL. Dead freaking last. Y'all been last in every single category. And you have the nerve, you Game Pass is not working. It's not working. It's not working, man. Nobody's playing on there. I don't play on there. No one's talking about it on Twitter. So how can you say anything? What devalues your console is not the power. It's the fact that there's no games on it. And when you do get games on it, you get games like Crackdown on it. And I just can't believe, man, these people are out here regurgitating what Phil Spencer says. I mean, listen, man. Yes, Microsoft does not have to raise the price. And tell you the truth, Sony didn't have to raise the price. Here's the difference between Microsoft and Sony. Microsoft don't depend on the Xbox division to bring in income. Sony does. Okay, that's the difference. So that's why Sony has to make those adjustments. Microsoft doesn't have to, but I guarantee you, if you go to their other parts of their business, I guarantee you they're raising the price on stuff. And then they're not going to announce it. Every time a game come out, I don't even go to their game store or whatever it's called. I don't even use that thing, man. When I buy something on PC, I go through Steam, I go through Epic. I don't even go through the Microsoft store because that thing is a mess. So y'all need to be raising something in order to raise some funds to fix that garbage. But you got a lot of other stuff to worry about than Sony raising some prices. The only reason why you're not raising prices is because the Microsoft brand doesn't have to worry about income from Xbox. Because guess what? Your division, Phil Spencer, is called a sunk cost business. And you guys out here making videos talking about Sony this and Sony that, man, take a business class before you start talking about what Sony should be doing. Just because Sony is a multi-billion-dollar corporation doesn't mean they don't have bills, man. Sony's business posture is in finance. That means all of that stuff is attached to credit, which is attached to APR, which is attached to the world interest rate going up in Europe and in the US. The stuff y'all saying is wild. I'm hoping that more people come to transformational gaming so they can at least hear the facts. You don't have to believe me. But my God, the stuff that I've been going on different sites and stuff, looking at the comments, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, people really don't know what's going on, man. Sony and Microsoft are totally different companies, man. They're financially positioned a lot different. So please, do me a favor. Sony stuff is public. Look at their balance sheet. Hell, look at the video that I just made not too long ago. Everybody's hurting. Nvidia's hurting. AMD is hurting. TSMC is hurting. Everybody's hurting. Now, we can talk about the degrees of hurt. What is hurt to a company? But man, people gotta get paid, man. The people work at these companies. People, they gotta pay these execs. Phil Spencer ain't working for free. Jim Ryan ain't working for free. And the people who engineer your favorite PlayStation is not working for free. Your favorite console, those people are not working for free. Sony got a lot of bills they need to pay off. They got Death Stranding. They made a console. The PS5 is not doing well. It is well behind what the PS4 was. Why? Because they're not able to get through the brokers and the yields. All of that stuff is a problem. That's why you don't have consoles ready to be bought. That's why I was trying to tell Sony from the beginning not to sell the thing so cheap. But to me, it's a microcosm of what's really going on. The problem is that we have this thing called inflation. And so these idiots can go in here and gobble up all the consoles, gobble up all the whatever that is attached to the consoles, the games, the peripherals, all of that. They can go out here and they can get that stuff and resell it off for a higher price. The rich get richer, right? I'm pretty sure Sony is very angry that they lost on all on that profit. But I told them from the beginning that they should not sell those PlayStations that cheap. Them and Microsoft. Microsoft can afford to do it because Microsoft looks at Xbox as just another market they can penetrate to stay dominant in the PC space. That's all Xbox is. But the real deal of the matter is that they don't really care about Xbox. They don't care about the Xbox brand. If they cared about the Xbox brand, they would have released the game this year. They have released no games this year. Look at the calendar. Look at the calendar. There's nothing to be released from Microsoft and Microsoft Publishing. And they bought all these companies just to kill them. The reason why Sony's raising up the antitrust flag, I know this ain't part of the video, but all of this stuff connects. The reason why Sony is raising the antitrust flag is because if Call of Duty is purchased by Microsoft, yeah, they may go year 1, year 2, but year 3, they're going to make it exclusive to Xbox. But guess what? The thing might not even be released. Hell, the thing might not even be released for year 1 once they buy Bethesda and all the rest of Activision. Sony knows that. Sony needs these games to be released because Call of Duty sells well on a PlayStation. When Microsoft buys Call of Duty and it releases for all platforms, guess what? It's still going to sell better on the PS5. Why? Because nobody cares about those Digital Foundry minuscule differences in graphics. They want to go have one place to play all the games that they want to play. And the fact of the matter is that there's no real games on PC or the Xbox that is a must-have. And if it is, it's multi-plat. So I guess my thoughts are that this is over the top. Everybody take a deep breath. Sony's not the only person who's raising prices. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is too. They're just not telling you. And I'm talking about with these contracts, especially the government contracts, which you ain't gonna have no privilege to see. But I guarantee you, the government knows. The government knows Microsoft increases its asking price for Windows and all of the suites and stuff, all of the networking stuff that goes along with it. So anyway, Sony, I'm not going to let you off the hook either. You know you should not be raising the price of consoles in the middle of a generation. All of my points about you being able to get more money is predicated on the fact that you release the consoles at a certain price. And the fact that you deem it necessary to wait in the middle of the generation to raise prices does make you look bad. So I just wanted to add that in because Sony, you're not innocent in all of this. Raising prices in the middle of a generation is not good. I think I've ranted and raved enough. I've seen other people rant and rave, so I said, you know what, I might as well give it a try. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you coming to the channel. This is Al from Transformational Gaming, and may the truth make you free. I'm out.